So you can record your voices, and immediately the moment you close that, you can just go back. I thought this is very easy for the villager to use it. But when I asked him to use it, just clicking on the mouse itself took him a lot of time for him. He could not even click on the mouse. Moving the mouse itself is a bit difficult for him. So then I thought, okay, I taught him how to use this one, and they have been using it for quite some time. Then after 5-6 years ago, then I thought, I visited one of the lab in IIT Kharagpur. So one Professor Anupam Basu has been doing some of the work for ICT for common man, ICT for cerebral palsy people. So how they are using ICT for cerebral people affected with cerebral palsy, that is people who are having neuromotor disorders. How he will use it? He has designed some icons. Based on the icons, you can teach how to use the different icons on this one for the patients who are affected with the cerebral palsy. Then he taught for nearly a month or so to a small girl of around 13 years old, Bengali girl. She could use that continuously for 1 week. She is almost using for more than 7 or 8 years. What? She cannot even move the mouse from here to here. That is the problem of neuromotor disorders of him. What he did was, he has taken a stapler, put 2 plastic plates on top of it, and then make it as a just press on this, and it's a mouse click. With that, he could teach the girl of 13 years old how to construct a sentence using various icons. If you take coffee and then person drinking coffee, so and so person is drinking coffee. She can construct a sentence like that. She used it for a month or so. Then after that, she could prepare a poem in Bengali language. See, within just 1 month, a person who is having such a disability, she could use it within just 1 week. Then 3 years later, I went one of the blind school here in National NAB, National Association for the Blind. They have been using computers, using the JAWS software, that is, it speaks out. Instead of typing, you just type it, but it speaks out. You cannot see it on the screen, but that software is there. Then I suggested him, why don't you get a recognition for the O level of DOACC? I will try to help you, so that the students who are learning, the blind people who are learning this software can use this software for them. After 3 years, I could see 10 students have passed that O level course, and 3 of them are employed. They are all become teachers in some of the blind schools nearby and the government schools. They were earning, in those days, around 3 to 5 years ago, they were earning around more than 5,000 rupees. So they require this type of skills. Then around 3 years ago, I visited one very distant relative of mine, very nearby place of my hometown, Visakhapatnam. So from Visakhapatnam is around 30 kilometers. It's a village. There my distant relative stays. So his profession is just Paurahityam. That is what we call is he does some ritual ceremonies in your houses, like some pujas and birthday celebrations, something like that. That Pandit. So then he told me that just when I was introduced to him, he asked me, what are you doing? So I'm so and so. I'm a computer scientist. Oh, he was so thrilled and then gave me a VIP treatment. So I was thrilled. Why? I was shocked. Why? I was a common man. I'm so young when compared to your age. He's around 80 plus years of age. No. Computers have reached so this. I could see my granddaughter's footsteps. Yesterday only she could walk. So that was the first footsteps of my granddaughter. I could see them. So where is your granddaughter? So he is staying in US, in New Jersey. So how could you see that? I use Skype. To be honest with you, I have not used Skype at that time. He talked to me, who is saying such a remote place, and he was so thrilled that I could use the Skype. So how did you use the Skype? You don't know anything about computers. He said that no, last summer my son has come and he presented me a laptop. I am already having a phone. I have connected it, and then used it. And he taught me just how to click on that Skype button and then click on the name so that it's on. Then he should be also online. How do you do it? He calls me just 1 hour before, Papa, I'm calling, I will be online after 1 hour or night 9 o'clock, you please be switch on your computer. So I do that. Then after a year, I went to him again. I want to see, just as a curiosity, I told my brothers to take me to his place again. Then just show me what is the progress I want to just see. After a year, he is now typing. He doesn't know English. He is typing the Telugu language in a transliterated form in English. And he used to communicate. Now he is so used to communicate in a transliterated manner in English, using English keyboard with that guy, with his son and other people also. And he could even now remember the complete URLs, complete email IDs of all of his relatives. So there you require this type of ICT skills. So then I talked to some of the people, what is the IT literacy and how we can take care of. Oh, many of the industry people say that no, it is a big program. When you are talking about 500 million, 1 billion people, it requires enormous amount of time, and unless otherwise business models are there, industry will not come forward. For everything, you do not account with money. Money doesn't give anything. The satisfaction that an 80-year-old old man seeing his granddaughter's first few steps of just how to get on and then move around 1 or 2 steps, that gives an amount of pleasure which you cannot measure through any amount of money that you have. And the girl who is having cerebral palsy of 13 years old, who could write Bengali poem within just 1 month of practice, you cannot compare with it. And the blind people, which example that I have given, who could just after completing 1 course, they could become self-sustainable. You cannot compare with any amount of money. So that is why there is a need to improve the IT literacy. No matter what you are doing, whether you may be a social science researcher or a library science researcher or just a man on the street, you need IT literacy. Today, IT has become part of our life. So with this, I invite you all for this program. We should take it forward. We need to chalk out a big roadmap how to make all the 1 billion people IT literate. Thank you very much.